this is probably gonna be like YouTube video I'm posting. I don't know where I'm gonna go with this, but I'm gonna draw. You probably won't be able to see what I'm drawing, but I'll be practicing anatomy and stuff. But yeah. So I kind of just want to talk about my dreams while I practice art. That's what I'll do. If anyone finds it, if I find it. So start off with I'm 19 years old and have extremely big dreams. I want to be the world's greatest artist, and I want to start my own business. I want to achieve so much. I want to have financial freedom. I want to drive my Mustang EcoBoost. I want to provide for my family. I want to become an apologist. I want to achieve a lot, just a lot. I don't want to live to regret and constantly say, man, I only had more time, but to use the time that I have now. I wonder if you guys can hear me, or whoever listens can hear me. But I want to live a life that's worth living. I don't want to live in regret that I wasted all of my time in my room playing video games, never traveled, and never achieved more, you know? Don't get me wrong, I love video games. One of the games I play right now is Nier Automata. Great, amazing, dope game, beautiful, but I can't let it distract me from what I gotta achieve. You know, it's weird when you're young, you feel like you have all the time in the world. In a sense, you do. And as much as I don't have any responsibilities, I think because how easy and because I have such a blessed life, it's so easy for me to not want to push myself. And can't do that. I messed that up. This is what I'm drawing. Anatomy stuff. I can't do that. I have to keep pushing and fighting. You know, I don't really know exactly what I want this YouTube channel to be. The name, I believe, is Above the Tempest, in regards to overcoming extremely hard challenges. A big challenge for me is discipline and the consistent act of being disciplined. Times I fail, and when I fail, man, it's rough, it's hard, because those are times where it's hard to get back on track. But I don't know, I don't want to just have lofty ideas, but I actually also want to achieve them, you know? I don't want to be a man that is always afraid and a man that's always afraid and never does what he was meant to do, you know? I don't know if you ought to call it so much of a fear of missing out, but a fear of not reaching my full potential. Because, man, like, you look at some of these people, right? You look at someone like Jeff Bezos, David Goggins, I don't know, these just people coming to name. Or whatever, man. You look at these people and you kind of ask yourself, what's so special about them? And you realize at heart, nothing. I mean, what's really special about them are these are people that made a decision and they kept going forward with it. Man, in life, you'll have some really rough times. It's rough. You know, sometimes in life, feels like you're alone and you're fighting an uphill battle, but you're not alone. And that's what probably say to me a lot of times in my own stupidity. I think another thing is that God has been very gracious to me. Glory to be to Jesus, man. It kind of seems to be the catalyst that even though when I really fall and I'm not hitting my potential, it's what kind of always brings me back to, I guess, the reality. So it's a good thing. In about like a week, maybe, yeah, I think in about a week or two, about to be in the military and about to be in boot camp. It's probably one of the hardest things I probably am gonna have to do. I won't say hardest, but it's hard. It's not easy. I think the yelling is gonna suck because I'm not really used to that type of environment. But I mean, once I overcome that, man, I'm gonna become out stronger, so much stronger. And the military is going to give me the ability to start working and become an adult. Not so much working, but ability with more income and financial freedom. I've already looked into like stuff like the TSP, and I want to invest. I want to have a Roth IRA, and I wanted to follow just the S&P 500, things like that. So that's great. Also, this is coming out pretty good. I was, this thing. Oh, sugar. This thing right here. I don't know what this is, but yeah. This is also just reference I found on Pinterest. Yeah, but I feel like I had a teacher, and her name was Mrs. It wasn't Gately. Oh, I don't know, but she had told me, and she's probably one of my favorite art teacher. Man, she taught me so much about art. And she said that, people spend so much time within their own heads that sometimes they forget to live in reality and to live in the moment. And it's just crazy because even, getting older, it's like, man, and I had really great conversations with her. She was an artist, and she was living an adult life, but she taught me, how deep and beautiful life is. It was like listening to her and drawing and being in her class was probably one of my favorite classes. I would look forward to going to her class, and she was probably one of my favorite teachers. She made me love art. She truly did. Even till now, like I went to New York for a little bit to go visit family, and I had realized that I had stopped doing art, and I was just working, and I gave it up and to try a new hobby. The hobby was guitar. Did not work out at all. I didn't have true love for it, but art, yeah. Anyways, gave it up, and I kind of realized that I knew that I was betraying my younger self, and I was like, dang, bro, this is this is crazy work. So I was depressed. I want to say so much depressed. I was annoyed, but I have a great little brother, and he kind of spoke to me, and realizing that now I don't have to give up on my dreams. I don't have to give up on my ambitions. I can do it all. It's just going to take work. And it's a part of the hero's journey. I have something in the description, and I'll probably edit it eventually, but it kind of goes like, I think it's the universal law is that strength has always been earned. Just like courage has always been earned. And courage is not the absence of fear, but the act of overcoming it. All these different things that, like, discipline is not given, it's earned. You earn it. That's why I think the saying, a good woman can't be bought, or these things that just can't be bought, right? They're so coveted and craved, but the only way to truly buy them is a lot of times with your time and through the constant effort. Like, for instance, there are some people that are born incredibly gifted at art, right? And I used to, when I was younger, I hated them, man. I was like, man, they're so good at art, and they just sit here and waste their talent, and, you know, they're not going to do anything with it. I was like, man, if I had just a sliver of that talent, right? But I kind of realized that it's not so much really anymore about talent or whatever. It's more so how consistent can you be, you know? And how long are you willing to fight? How long are you willing to last? And some real stuff. Like, if you can last, man, you can really do it. You gotta do hard things. You can't be okay with living a mediocre, easy life that requires no effort at all. Just is that truly worth living? You know? And, you know, everyone, I guess, has a totally different perspective of what a good life is to them. But to me, it's the hero's journey, man. Yeah, but I don't know exactly the direction I want this YouTube to go, or the channel to go, or just right now I'm just gonna post. And if people like the content that I'm posting, it doesn't matter if you like it or not. At the end of the day, I'm probably still gonna post. But I think what I want this to be, this channel, just things I like, I guess. I don't know. Maybe the way to look back on different things. If it blows up, it blows up. If not, it's not. But I guess one day I'll look back at this stuff, right? I'm 19 years old, and by the time, honest to God, if I make it to 50, right? I guess that's like half a life. I want to have accomplished a lot. So math may be off. I'm 19. Man, I'm not going to do the math. But yeah. Can't give up. Anyways. Oh, let me show you the picture. This is, I don't know, what this was the reference and practicing gestures, because the next thing I'm going to be doing is, after doing gestures, I'm going to start adding detail. Then I want to start doing like shading and stuff. But yeah. Ciao, 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 ciao.